When I see my students perform for these guests, I'm very proud. I'm very happy because I see the progress. I see how much the students improve their skills, technique, stage presence, and musicianship significantly.
One of the things that I struggled with a lot when I was performing for both Rayan and So Young Park, it was definitely one of those things where I was super self-conscious of myself, and I didn't trust that I had, what it took to perform for these great singers. But after working with them, on a more personal level, it makes you realize that they're human too. Just because they're at this point in life doesn't mean that they don't get stage fright, doesn't mean that they don't stress out learning the repertoire, doesn't mean that they don't feel what we feel. And I think being able to hear that and experience that and being told to remember that that's normal, it helped me a lot as a musician, because now I had the wonderful opportunity of performing a 1-hour recital, and when I was singing for them, I would have never thought this was possible. But now I am, and I did it, and I don't regret any of it, and I felt my music. I hope other people felt it as well, and I definitely hope to keep doing that.
I think that it's important, not only for singers, but for all of the music department, to be able to have an opportunity to perform for professionals, because often we get stuck in the school grind. What is it that we have to produce for class, or for this upcoming opera performance, or this upcoming orchestra performance? And we forget that there's a world outside. Having someone from outside come in gives us the perspective that we need to remember that school is not everything. And especially, again, since she was so kind to speak with us about what it takes, to realize that there is so much involved with having a career as a performing artist, with being a professional in this field. It's not just about getting all the notes right. It's about the connections. It's about having a vision, having passion. It's also about being a good person. And Rayanne shared all of that with us, and I'm just so grateful to have had that opportunity.
Take advantage of these situations when you can sing for another artist, or work with other artist, or just speak with somebody. Sometimes you have to take advantage of these things. Otherwise, they won't come back, and you might have missed it, And so, when something like that presents itself to you, you make the best of it by performing your best. Or if you're not performing, have a great conversation. Give them a smile, or crack a joke, something that they'll remember you, because you took the time to be kind. You took the time to talk to them, and if you sing for them, sing your best, and they'll remember you. Because this music business is all about people that you connect with, who you know, and who you're collaborating with. Music is collaboration. So if you can make friends, and if you can know people, it'll just help you down the line. And I wish that for all the students of music at Lassen University.
My major takeaway was, remember that the process is normal. Remember that the struggle is normal. Remember that being a little self-conscious and wanting to be better is normal. I think a lot of the times we forget, especially when we are kind of under the impression that, people who've made it in the profession, or quote unquote made it, they have it really easy. That's definitely not the case. Everybody goes through the struggle. Everybody has their own struggles at home to deal with, whether it is, musically speaking, or financially speaking, or just, anything in life can come at your way and cause stress. And Just have fun making music. At the end of the day, music should be for you. Music should not be, for the materialistic things. It's much, much deeper, and I think it's great that as a musician, we kind of have that power to make a positive impact in our world, and not everyone can do that.
I hope that students will realize their current dreams and goals more clearly by meeting these guests. There are many aha moments during the masterclass. In addition, it is of great help to students when they hear a piece of advice, practical advice directly from world-renowned performers about what paths are open after graduating from university and which graduate schools, master's program, or young artist programs have helped them. Hearing not only the stories of successes that they have been experienced, but also what failures they have made now gives students a good influence and inspiration so that they can spend the rest of their college life more meaningfully.
People appreciate it when you make way for them, when you make time for them, and when you take the time to be kind and to do your best. And who knows, down the road it might influence your life in so many great ways. And so that is still my wish for all the music students at Lass University. And my greatest advice is just to take advantage of those moments you have with great musicians and great collaborators. And they might open doors for you in the future.
Why is it important to have these people come to La Sierra University and talk to us about this? Oh my goodness. I wish I could be here for an hour to tell you that, because it has so much to do with your profession as a musician. Not even if you don't want to do music as a profession, being able to speak to somebody who is in the industry, who is currently there, and who has made their way through there. Making it into the music industry is not easy, and just getting a glimpse and getting a story of how someone did it, you have no idea who that could help. You have no idea in what part of their life that interaction with them can make. I kid you not, had I not worked with these incredible musicians, I would not be who I am today. This was 2 days. One day with one person and the other day with the other, in two different parts of my musical career and in my musical training. And I cannot emphasize how important it is to have this experience, to be able to ask your questions and get answers. I think it's one thing to hear it from your teachers and from your instructors, but it's completely a different kind of knowledge, different kind of understanding when you've had the opportunity to talk one-on-one with somebody about their journey and where you are in your journey, and how to make connections too. Like, come on. Like, having connections with the LA Opera, having connections with the Met Opera, isn't that incredible? I don't see why we shouldn't have that. And if we don't have that, I do not think the students at our department would get the most of their experience.